As you probably know, it's the Red Mage Crow. And welcome back to RimWorld! Now, the last colony, if you didn't see the last episode, maybe you should go watch it. Because, things went pretty bad. And with that being said, it's time to start a new colony. And this time, we're gonna go with the Lost Tribe. It's saying it's difficult, but I'm sure we can do it. So, when I basically, get everything done and everything settled, I'll come back to you guys, okay? So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, everybody. We're back. Now, in this lineup, we have Curry, Riddy, Crow, Sharkman, and Itjfru. Or Itchy. Now, basically, this is the setup. The gods were very, very angry. The blood machines came at night. They swept through your village, cutting and burning your people with their blades and devil fire. Only a few of you escaped. Now, after a harrowing journey on foot, with no close friends to turn to, you must build a new home in the wilderness, like your ancestor did. So, let's see what kind of animals we got. We got Web. Web is a Yorkish Terrier. He bonds with Sharkman the most. We got Spooky, and he's a male Labrador, and he's bonded with Crow. And we got Lancelot, who is bonded with Sharkman. So, let's see. This time we got a lot of wood and a lot of buildings. So we should all be good. And we got another... It seems like we have a fork in our path. Alright. So, with that being said, I think we should basically... Is that an alpaca? That's an alpaca. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to put down the layout. Now, we got a plan. So... This is the plan. 1, 2. So this will be building number 1. We can have a building... What are you? You are a turkey. Very, very scary looking turkey. Basically, we're going to try to do what we did in the last colony and give them their own separate houses. With separate little portions to it. That way, it seems more like a village than anything else. So we got that. We can cancel. We can remove these from the plans. So that looks nice. We want it along this road, if anything else, but we also want them to be relatively close to one another. So, we're going to basically build alongside the road. That could be a good thing, but that can also be a bad thing. It would allow people to get into our base a lot faster just by going across the road. Because if you didn't know, the road will actually make it so that our people actually go up and down it a lot faster. So, if anything, this might be our little mess hall where we all go in order to get some grub. So, we'll do it like this. That looks good. Now, if anything, I do not want anything to look, you know, roughly like... I don't want it to look too linear. Like, if anything, I like how this one looks. Everything else is kind of like looking a little bit too... It's looking a little too... How do I say it? It's not looking the way I would like it. If anything, I'm a man of simple taste. So... Like... So like something like that actually looks much better. Alright. So let's see. Got 5 people. We got 1, 2, 3. We have 3 houses. Which means... And if anything, I would like them to be all relatively close to one another. So... Or maybe they could actually share some of the same houses. So then let's make it like that, so that it's... So we have one place where the door can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The door can go right there. Alright. Okay, I think I know exactly how I want this to go. I want like little tiny rooms that everybody can like basically specialize in. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's good. And our grower, which is going to be Crow, will need his own little plot of farm. So maybe Crow can live like on this side. There is a bear there. That is something I do not want to be near. So we'll go with this place. So Crow will be kind of farther from everyone else. But, you know, if anything, you know, Crow will basically, like, he'll be fine. Crow will definitely be good over here. And maybe like this, pull this down a bit. So that can be one room. That can be another. His bedroom can probably be like right there. And then like, now if anything, we will mainly want him to be able to like, because this is where he works, but this is where the mess hall is. So if anything, we'll have a door like right here and one right over there. Okay, so that's looking good. So then, like, with this area, I'll just, like, start making, like, little tiny places. Like, if anything, I think that might be... Yeah. And then we can have, like, bedroom right here. And somebody else can, like, basically, like, live right here. Okay, that's looking nice. So, for, like, right here, I'm thinking, like... Something like that. Right there can be a different room. Yeah, like that. That looks nice. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. And then, like, we can have, like, a room right here. Have something, like, right here. This could be where he hangs out. Another room can, like, possibly go, like, right over here. Do this. Maybe like that. And that can be a little special room. And that's where we all, like, go. Okay, so this is Crow's house. So now we know exactly where everybody is. I'm going to flesh this more out, and then I'll get back to you guys, okay? Why, hello, everybody. Now, there was an issue with the audio for this part of the episode. Basically, I accidentally left some music on from when I was doing everything. And I needed to get that, you know, out of the video. So I will be basically going over what I technically did. So if you didn't already see, basically I got rid of something that would have annoyed the heck out of me. We basically built like a prison so that we would be able to house our people. That was the only thing that we didn't exactly, like, you know, plan in the actual planning phase. And right now I'm about to build something so that we can actually store most of our items in, because items tend to have durability, and when that durability is, you know, set to 0, they tend to disappear. You know, that's it, they're gone. And so, like, right here, I'm just basically, you know, setting up the stockpile. I am basically going over about how, like, we're going to need junk in another pile. And basically, you know, I'm just trying to go over, like, what we'll need to actually be putting in that stockpile area. You know, like, basically food, not necessarily food, but basically, like, the resources, the weapons that do end up having, you know, a durability to them. And, you know, just basically showing you exactly, you know, this is what I want here, and, you know, that's what I want, you know, for that one in particular. And then right here, basically I'm just making, like, another, you know, storeroom for, like, food, because that's our kitchen right there. So basically that's where, like, all the, you know, perishables go. And I make it so that, you know, we only allow food, nothing rotten. You know, we don't want anything rotten inside of our little, you know, cold area. With that being said and done, you know, the only thing that's relatively left for the planning is to look at the people who have skills. So like Sharkman, he's one of our best shooters, and he will become even better faster. So I give him the bow. You know, and then like after that, I look at Itjfru and find out that he's also relatively good at shooting, and I give him the other bow. And basically everybody else, they don't necessarily have very good shooting, so I just give them a physical weapon to work with. So after that, basically the only thing that's left is to make sure that everything can be touched and hauled away. So basically the food, the persimmon, the wood, trying to figure out, who goes where, because, I believe it was Riddy. Yeah, Riddy basically has like 2 animals, while Crow has 1. Which, thinking about it, it's kind of funny that like Crow got the Yorkish Terrier after what happened with Goodwill. Thought that was actually kind of funny. And that's me basically going around saying how that's Crow's little place. We got some beds in some other areas, and Crow's the only ones living alone, and the others are going to have to basically share some parts of the buildings, but overall there are going to be parts where like no one's going to be living in that particular area because, well, we only got like 5 people. So now we start, making sure that everything can be hauled, and then I notice that the wood is basically like that too. And I'm just kind of like, okay, well, wood. We kind of need that in order to build, so why not? After that, it comes down to, cutting down everything that gets in the way of basically our building. So like anything that like is remotely in the way of our building or structures has to go. So I set up, this little area to where, we're going to be cutting down trees so that we can actually make it so that basically all, that it's nice and good and clear so that we can actually, do